TWG, please.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. The first agenda for the meeting for today is the submission and opening of bid for the project entitled Subscription of Space-Based ADS-B Data for Philippine ATMC CBA number 2408-1037 with an ABC of 77,596,800 pesos, an ANS project.
Sabihin niyo for direct contracting.
This is for direct contracting po.
I-admit na yung bidder.
Secretariat
Do we have the bidder present? Nandiyan ba?
present online.
Okay.
Saan niyo pa uupuin? Alisin mo dito. Alisin mo. Where it is, sir. Please take a seat.
Good morning to our bidders. For record purposes, please identify yourself and your company, the company that you represent.
So Adam Burford, Sales Manager for Arion.
Roger Ferrari from PhD. I represent Arion, the Philippines.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning. TWG, please.
Good morning, sirs. You confirm if this is the bid that you have submitted.
Document scanner.
Operator, please. Document scanner, please. Okay. So, sir, can you confirm if this is the bid that you have submitted?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you, sir. We now proceed to the opening of the bid submitted by the bidder.
Conference lang naman.
So, inside the document that they have submitted is the one folder for the project name, Subscription of Space-Based ADS-B Data for Philippine ATMC, bid number 2410-023. The bidder is Arion LLC. Okay. Secretariat, checklist, please.
Checklist, valid mayor's permit or business permit.
Business permit.
If you, I can direct you to where you should find it. So in the US there is no mayor's certificate or business permit. You'll notice at the front of the document there is a letter of equivalence that has been supplied by the US Embassy. There is also a certificate noting that there's no mayor's or business certificate, and in place of that we have provided the certificate of good standing with the state of Delaware and also the certificate of formation. So you'll notice that in section 1, So tab 1. Just in front of tab 1 is the US Embassy equivalence document, and then in tab 1 there is a certification stating around the Mayor and Business Certificate, and then there is the certificate of good standing and the
Okay.
certificate of
Okay.
formation.
Thank you. Will you go through the checklist, please?
Okay. Next, valid field jobs registration certificate.
Ano yung una?
Mayor permit.
The first one, sir, is valid mayor's permit or business permit.
Mayroon?
Certification of good standing.
Diba?
We only have the certification, sir.
May equivalent daw.
The equivalent of a mayor's permit.
Sorry.
So this is the official letter from the US Embassy around the equivalence, which the law was provided.
This one, the first page.
The letter
Yan
from the
ata.
US Embassy stating that the
Okay.
mayor's or business permit for your foreign corporation is
This
a
one.
certificate of good standing. And
And,
Yes.
okay, eto to. So, instead of attaching the mayor's or business permit, they have submitted the
certificate of good
equivalent, foreign equivalent, which are the following: certificate of good standing with a permit number 508207, and a certificate of formation. So, the certificate of good standing, this one. Certification.
valid, signed, notarized.
Where? The apostille. Certificate of formation. So, the third one. So, they submitted, sir, the equivalent foreign documents. Checklist, please. Next.
Valid field job certificate of registration.
Certificate of field jobs registration submitted, valid until August 21, 2025. Pages 1, 2, and 3. Complied.
Submitted.
Submitted. So, the tax clearance, issuance date, field jobs registration submitted. Checklist, next please.
Valid certificate of sole distributorship.
Will you go back to that,
Field job.
Field jobs.
yung last, yan,
This one.
audited financial statement?
The BAR.
Next.
Valid certificate of sole distributorship.
Still country.
Apostille.
Yung apostille na ako.
Apostille. Yes.
Certification.
certificate of exclusivity. This is to confirm the exclusive provider for the space-based ADS. Ito certified European Union. So,
Yes, plus
Oh.
the apostille certificate as well.
Okay.
submitted. Next, please.
Income, business tax return.
These are the apostille. Business tax return.
BIR.
Submitted.
Technical specifications with compliance statement.
Technical specifications with compliance statement. Submitted.
Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form.
Original of duly signed and accomplished bid form. Submitted.
Okay, tama na yung bid.
With a,
And the bid.
the offer to deliver the space-based ADS-B data for the Philippine ATMC as a subscription service in the conformity with the bidding documents. Aerion submitted a bid for $960,000 plus other local taxes. Okay. $960 po. Bid offer.
Magkano yun? Magkano po yun?
And the equivalent for Philippine peso.
Ano po sa ginamit ko yun? Exchange rate? Is it 50, the prevailing rate is 58. What exchange rate did you use?
So we've quoted in US dollars because our contract is in US dollars. The exchange rate to your budget is whatever the exchange rate is today. Current exchange rate on the BSP website as of this morning is 68.75.
58.
68, sorry, 58.75, apology. Let's not make that mistake, 58.75.
Bakit check mo nga po? Lalabas na 77,596,000.
And please be aware that the price is net, okay? So that's plus VAT plus withholding needs to be added to that number.
0.75.
using the rate of 58.75. So
Exchange rate.
the equivalent Philippine peso is 56,400,000 pesos
Plus taxes.
plus taxes.
Sige po, for the record lang.
Recommendation?
Contracting ba? Nakikipag-negotiate na tayo harap.
Meron ka
Hindi
bang
tayo-
checklist? Wala.
That's all for the checklist, Mr. Chair.
Recommendation
Diba,
of the
The TWG recommends the
Magtatawaran pa yata bago magkaroon ng recommendation.
Motion, Mr. Chair. Since this is a direct contracting, we will be opening the floor for negotiation. However, I think the program of work is subscription, so the amount is fixed, so I think we will not be opening the floor for negotiation. So the offer stands, and the end user accepts the offer, Mr. Chair.
Initially rated as pass.
And recommends for the bid evaluation.
Recommendation of the TWG.
The recommendation for the TWG is to initially rate the the bid submission of Aaron as passed,
And subject for bid evaluation.
and subject for bid evaluation and post-qualification evaluation.
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Motion?
Motion to adopt the recommendation of TWG for post-qualification and pre-bid evaluation.
A second motion, Mr. Chair.
Motion is approved.
Hindi kami aware. Thank you po.
Thank you. Kailangan kami mag-mat.
Gulat kayo. Ang galing mag-bone. Ang galing matakal.
Okay, let's go to the next.
The next on our agenda is the pre-bid conference of the supply and delivery of spare electric motors for Thales radar antennas, bid number 24090-10 Bravo, with an ABC of 2 million pesos, a project of ANS. Secretariat, please, is there any bidder online or here present?
Meron, ayan is. Magpe-present.
Yung bidder, perspective.
Si ano yun? Ay,
Oo, nagkatay, naka-selfie pa.
Okay, please. ANS.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone, and to all our prospective bidders. Welcome to the pre-bid conference for the supply and delivery of electric motors for Thales radar. For the presentation outline, we have the details and background, instruction to bidders with corresponding BDS, general conditions and contracts, scheduled requirements, technical specification, and for the last part, we'll be opening for discussion and clarification. But for the meantime, I'll turn over the floor to my colleague, Ms. Alexis Junella, for the presentation.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. I would like to present the project Supply and Delivery of Electric Motors for Thales Radar Antennas. The ABC is 2 million pesos. Source of fund, approved APP for year 2024. Other supplies and material expenses, APP code 5020399901086. CBA MOOE number is 24-09-1144 dated July 20, 2024. The project duration is 120 calendar days. Mode of procurement is competitive bidding. So as shown on the screen, under the Package 2 Surveillance and Communication Facilities, we have 10 radar sites nationwide. The electric gear motor is basically used to drive the antenna of the radar. Instruction to bidders. Section 5, eligible bidders. For this purpose, contracts similar to the project shall be A. Supply and delivery of electric motors, and B. Completed within 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. Subcontracts. No further instructions. For clarification and amendment of bidding documents, upon payment of the bid documents, bidders must provide their respective email addresses to the BAC Secretariat. All communications, including but not limited to notices, resolutions, and replies, among others, will be sent to the email address provided by the bidders. The date when such email was sent shall be considered the date of receipt of the bidders for the purposes of complying with the requirements under RA 9184. Bidders must also check the PhilJEP's website, CAAP website, and BAC Secretariat for any bid bulletins and announcements related to the bidding. Bid prices. The price of the goods shall be quoted DDP CAAP, Mayor Road, Pasay City, or the applicable international commercial terms for this project. For the bid security, the bid security shall be in the form of a bid security declaration or any of the following forms and amounts. The amount of not less than 40,000 pesos, which is equivalent to 2% of ABC if bid security is in cash, cashier's or manager's check, bank draft, or irrevocable letter of credit. Or B, the amount of not less than 100,000 pesos, which is equivalent to 5% of ABC if bid security is in surety bond. For Section 15, sealing and marking of bids. Each page thereof shall be initialed by the duly authorized representative of the bidder. Submitted eligibility, technical and financial documents shall be properly marked with index tabs and must be sequentially paginated in accurate order. Pagination shall be sequential all throughout the documents inside the envelope. And number 2, each bidder shall submit one copy of the first and second components of its bid. For the detailed evaluation and comparison of bids, no further instructions. For Section 20, post-qualification, for purposes of post-qualification, the following documents shall be required. Number 1, latest income and business tax returns filed through EFPS. Number 2, proof of completion of the SLCC as identified in the statement of SLCC, which shall be verifiable copy of the contract, purchase order, or framework agreement, and any of the following documents. A, corresponding sales invoice. B, official receipt, cash receipt, collection receipt, and C, certificate of completion or certificate of acceptance. Number 3, for bidder declared as LCB or SCB, product sample and other evidence of the bidder's statement of compliance with technical specifications as required under Section 7 Technical Specifications. Number 4, per CAAP Memorandum dated 17 of September 2018, disqualification of prospective bidders with pending case against the government in the procurement activities of the CAAP. All prospective bidders shall be required to submit the following: a certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government, in addition to the eligibility requirements for bidders as prescribed under the revised IRR of RA 9184, and B, legal clearance to be issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service with respect to non-pendency of any cases of prospective bidders against the authority. For the signing of contract, no further instructions. Special conditions of contract. Scope of contract. Number 1, delivery and documents. The delivery terms applicable to this contract are delivered at ANS Logistics Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, Pasay City. For purposes of this clause, the procuring entity's representative at the project site is Ms. Miraflor V. Andaya. For Section 2, advance payment and terms of payment. No advance payment and full payment upon completion and acceptance of the end user. Inspection and test. The inspection and test that will be conducted shall include, but not limited to, physical inspection and inventory or whatever additional tests that the technical inspection team may require. Schedule of requirements. For the schedule of requirements, a total of 2 units of Bauer helical geared motor with part number BG6037W/DHE13 LAC TOFZW/C3TM and should be delivered within 120 calendar days. So as shown is the technical specifications of Bauer helical geared motor.
Yung nagpakita mo sa... Yes, yan sir. Ito po.
Ito sir.
Yung nagdadrive dito po sir sa radar antenna sa rotary joint sir. Sige sir.
Tapos na. Last part na. Tapos na yun. Okay. This, and that's the end of my
Presentation, and we're now opening the floor sir for discussion to answer any queries.
Any questions, clarifications?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please identify.
Sir Ivan po from Optima. So yung question ko lang sir regarding po dun sa payment po ng bid, if paano po yung magiging payment po, kung kanino i-address po or yung sa bank details na po para makuha po yung mga documents.
Sir, yung full payment sir is after the completion of the project, and then should be coordinated with the procurement pa rin. Bid docs?
Yes sir, yung regarding lang po sa bid document sir.
Sa BAC. Bid docs, yes sir.
For purposes of buying bid documents, you may buy the bid documents at the BAC Secretariat po.
Saan ang location?
So doon lang sir din po may kipag-coordinate kung paano po yung magiging transaction din po doon.
No need na po. Just go to the BAC Secretariat to buy the bidding documents po.
Okay sir. Okay po. Thank you sir.
Any more questions? Wala, so...
closing the pre-bid conference for the project.
With that, we are closing the pre-bid conference for the project supply and delivery of spare electric motors for the Thales radar antennas with an ABC of 2 million ANS project.
Sabihin mo naman yung pwede sila questions nila 10 days before the submission ng bid.
You can, if you have any further questions or inquiries, you can email to BAC Secretariat 10 days before the opening of the bids.
Okay. Next.
Next is the item 3.2, supply and delivery of radiators, pulleys, and battery chargers for 80 kVA AKSA DEGS at various airports, CNS ATM radar sites with a bid number of 24089-10 Bravo with an ABC of 1,405,040 pesos, an ANS project. Secretariat, is there any bidders present and online?
Meron ba?
Wala daw po. Wala daw po. For the second bid conference, wala daw po bidder person on who is being recorded.
Okay. So, good morning, Mr. Chair, and everyone here. I will be presenting the pre-bid conference for the project. For the project supply and delivery of radiators, pulleys, battery chargers for 80 kVA AKSA DEGS at various CNS ATM radar sites. The ABC of this project is 1,405,040 pesos. And the source of fund is the item 1088 of our APP 2024. The duration of the project is 60 calendar days with competitive bidding as the mode of procurement. I will go directly to the instruction to bidders. Under section or item 5 for the ITB, eligible bidders, the BDS states that for the purpose, contracts similar to the project shall be supply and delivery of radiator and or spare parts for diesel engine generator sets, and should have been completed within 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. Under Section 7, subcontracts, the procuring entity has prescribed that subcontracting is not allowed. Section 9, clarification and amendment of bidding documents. Upon payment of the bid documents, bidders must provide their respective email addresses to the BAC Secretariat. All communications, including but not limited to notices, resolutions, and replies, among others, will be sent to the email address provided by the bidders. The date when such email was sent shall be considered the date of receipt of the bidders for purposes of complying with the requirements under RA 9184. The bidders must also check the PhilJEP's website, CAAP website, and BAC Secretariat for any bid bulletins and announcements related to the bidding. Under Section 10, documents comprising the bid. 10.1, the bidders are required to include the following in their submission of the technical documents. A, the certificate of satisfactory project completion from at least 2 contracts involving the supply and delivery of radiators and or spare parts for diesel engine generator set. And B, certificate of site inspection on the KBA AKSA DEGS at the Philippine ATMC to be issued by the FIC. Please note that prior to entry at the ATMC, they shall have to secure a security clearance from the CSIS. Under item 12, bid prices, the price of the goods shall be quoted DDP, CAAP, Mia Road, Pasay City, or applicable Incoterms for the project. Under bid security, the bid security shall be in the form of bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts. The amount of not less than 28,180 cents for, which is equivalent to 2% of the ABC. If the bid security is in cash, cashier's manager's check, bank guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit, or B, the amount of not less than 70,252 pesos, which is equivalent to 5% of the ABC if the bid security is in surety bond. On the item 15, sealing and marking of bids, each page thereof shall be initialed by the duly authorized representatives of the bidder, submitted eligibility, technical and financial documents shall be properly marked with index tabs and must be sequentially paginated in accurate order in the form prescribed. Pagination shall be sequential all throughout the documents inside the envelope. And number 2, each bidder shall submit 1 copy of the first and second components of its bid. Under item 19, the project shall be awarded as one lot, the description of which are shown on the screen. 3 sets of radiator assembly, 10 units of DEGS battery charger, and 10 pieces of radiator fan pulley. And for the post-qualification, the following documents shall be required: latest income tax returns for the year 2023. And for the purpose of this bidding, prospective bidders shall submit their latest value-added tax returns or percentage tax returns covering 6 months prior to the opening of bids. Number 3, proof of completion of the SLCC as identified in the statement of SLCC, which shall be a verifiable copy of the contract, purchase order, or framework agreement and any of the following documents. A, corresponding sales invoice. B, official receipt, cash receipt, collection receipt. C, certificate of completion or certificate of acceptance. And number 4, for bidder declared as LCB, SCB, product sample and other evidence of the bidder's statement of compliance with the technical specs as required under Section 7 technical specifications. And number 5, per CAAP memorandum dated 17 September 2018 regarding disqualification of prospective bidders with pending case against the government in the procurement activities of CAAP. All prospective bidders shall be required to submit the following: A, a certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government, in addition to the eligibility requirements for bidders as prescribed under the revised IRR of RA 9184, and B, legal clearance to be issued by CAAP enforcement and legal service with respect to the non-pendency of the cases of prospective bidders against the authority. Under signing of contract, the BDS has no further instructions. We now go to the special conditions of the contract. Under the scope of a contract, the delivery terms applicable to this contract are delivered at ANS Logistics, Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, Pasay City. And the procuring entity's representative at the project site is Mr. Darwin Calio, Division Chief of Electromechanical Monitoring Inspection Division of ANOD. For the advance payment and terms of payment, no advance payment and full payment upon completion and acceptance of the end user. For the inspection and test, upon delivery, the winning bidder is required to submit Radiators factory test report or the pressurized leak test. And also the inspections that will be conducted is physical inspection. All radiators dimensions and mounting locations shall replicate the sample radiator of the 80 kVA AKSA DEGS at the Manila CNS ATM facility. So it is important that they inspect the 80 kVA AKSA DEGS at the ATMC. DEGS battery charger shall be adaptable to the 80 kVA DEGS at the Manila CNS ATM facility or ATMC. Under warranty, the supplier shall issue a 1-year certificate of warranty for all delivered items effective from the date of acceptance. We now go to the schedule of requirements. As shown, we have 3 items. Item number 1 is the radiator assembly with steel frame and brackets. 3 sets, the quantity of which is 3 sets. Item number 2, DEGS battery charger, which should be adaptable for Dongpeng Cummins engine model. The output is 24 volts DC. Sorry, input is 220 volts AC. Quantity is 10 units. Item number 3 is radiator fan pulley with the part number 3914458. Quantity of which is 10 pieces. All of this should be delivered within 2 months or 60 calendar days. The technical specifications, again, the same with the schedule of requirements. These are the items and the requirements for which are stated or shown on the slide. And at this juncture, we now invite questions or clarifications. Mr. Chair, thank you.
May bidder ba? No bidder? Wala. Any questions? Hearing none, let's go to the next.
If there are further any clarifications and queries, you may send an email to BAC@caap.gov.ph 10 days before the opening of bids.